Hi, I'm Matt Walsh. I've been coming to the cause about 4 years now. My story, it was about depression. I began getting sober about 3 years ago. I was drinking alcohol, smoking pot, and meth. And as I began to get sober, I became very depressed. Early in, I relapsed because I was so depressed. I would get up in the morning, I could not get out of bed. I would just roll in bed back and forth. Literally moaning at times. I just felt very hopeless. I would stay there all day. And I just didn't know what to do about it. I didn't care. I had no want for anything other than just being alone. My family wasn't talking to me. It was something I'd not experienced before. So a couple months into that depression, I was recommended to go to a therapist here. He was very beneficial to me, a fellow Christian as well. I started meeting with him, and he started using cognitive behavioral therapy to get me to change my mindset. We developed some coping statements to get rid of my stinking thinking, so to speak, so that I would start thinking more rationally. I had no idea how often I was awfulizing things. I had been coming to the church for about a year, and it was the first time that I knew the Holy Spirit. I was reading my Bible daily. And that is the one thing that kept me going. I would get that Bible. Sometimes it felt like 1,000 pounds to grab that Bible and start reading it. But once I did, God would just start speaking to me, giving me hope, giving me a direction to move in. There was a particular Bible passage that really impacted me. And it is Isaiah 41:13. For I am the Lord your God who takes you by the right hand and says, do not fear, I will help you. And I would meditate on it. I've repeated it thousands of times. And it was enough to get me moving a little bit, maybe get me out of bed, maybe make a phone call to somebody. And most evenings I had something to do in fellowship or something here at the church. So I would come to church functions and it seemed totally fine. That's how depression is. Once you get out of that element, I'll seem normal to everybody else. But when I'm at home, and I wake up in the morning, it's a completely new process. Working on my stinking thinking, using coping statements, and primarily through the power of the Holy Spirit and trusting in God, I was able to change that mindset. So God has done a miracle in me in taking away any want for drugs or alcohol. I have zero want. And really done a miracle in my life by taking away the depression out of my life as well. I now function normally. I don't have the same anxieties and paranoia and phobias that I had before. And I have a great relationship with my children again, with my parents again, and just great fellowship here at the church. There's just no place I'd rather be. I'm here Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night often. And now I do it and wake up with joy in the morning, a godly joy, the joy that Jesus Christ has brought into my life. And I'm very, very appreciative.